Today's segment of Oh Brother is sponsored by Organic Harvest Market and Nutrition Center, Birmingham's largest family-owned natural foods market. Visit them on the web at www.orgharvest.com.
All my brothers are so southern, they'll get up for you for nothing.
Reader, you're covering okay from the weekend of college football?
I am, here's what I'm doing. I'm doing a weird thing. I am recovering somewhat from the football games, but I'm also starting to feel a little bit under the weather. So I'm recovering and what's the opposite of recovering?
You're dying.
Yeah, slowly.
Dying.
Slowly but surely, yeah.
Think you have the swine flu?
You know, it's funny you say that, Will, because it's certainly something that ran through my head earlier today as I noticed I was starting to feel a little bit sick. And boy, if I am coming up down with swine flu, I couldn't have picked a better time to do it because of today's segment and topic and all of that.
That's right. I'm Will Lochamy along with Reed Lochamy. You're listening to Oh Brother. It's the podcast that you can find at ohbrotherradio.com or on iTunes. And Reed, today's Monday, which means it's time for our to discuss list. And we're going to be talking not just about swine flu, but about a doc in the box is kind of the way I would describe it. It's American Family
Although I'm
Care.
sure they...
And now I'm getting this look over here. But here's what I was going to say about this. We've got a guest from American Family Care here that a doc in the box is a phrase people used to call where it's not your official doctor. Like I have my doctor, right?
Yeah.
That works at St. Vincent's.
Yeah.
But then now I have American Family Care, which I go to more than I go to my, general practitioner.
Which is not a doc in the box. Doc in the box was an old place where they used to have doctors and they would keep them in boxes in the back of the clinic. Is that right?
I just think American Family Care has changed the way people look at the quote-unquote doc in the box.
Well, let's go ahead and introduce Will, because today we have a guest. And normally, like on To Discuss, we discuss topics, and you and I have no idea what we're talking about. We just sort of make stuff up. We have no idea. Yeah. But today we have actually sort of an expert guest, and his name, not to be confused with the president of Yore, is John Adams. John, welcome to the show today.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Good.
Okay,
Reed?
now tell me where I'm going wrong with the whole doc in the box thing.
I was told about 5 minutes after I started that's a curse word.
Wow.
Where I work.
Really?
So, yes. So as I do my customer service orientations, I tell those new employees, don't say that, or
if anything,
not
say
a good
doctor in the box.
Yes,
not doc.
Doctor in the box is okay. Doc in the box, that's horrible.
Jack, if the doctor's name is Jack in the box, that's okay. You can say
now,
that.
at American Family Care, you guys probably are having to deal with the swine flu stuff, like left and right.
Yes. It's been super busy over the past couple months. Now, we just got our H1N1 first shipment of vaccinations about 2 weeks ago, and we're already out.
Really?
As of most places in Alabama already
Was that
out.
stuff covered? Most insurances covering that?
Yes. If you have insurance, you're going to come in, we're going to verify your insurance, and we're going to give you the shot. Now, if you're
Easy as that.
if you're a private pay, there's an administration fee. It's under $19.
Oh,
but
wow.
Other than that, the H1N1, the shot itself is free.
But the regular flu...
Wait a second. Let me understand something real quickly. So it's free. If you are just a regular old person, you have no insurance, you walk in, you pay an administrative fee of under $20, it sounds like,
yes.
and that's it.
Right.
And you get the shot, the preventative H1N1 swine flu vaccine. Wow, I didn't know that.
The most you're going to spend is your time filling out the paperwork so we can put you in the system. But other than that,
I had no idea. And also, we forgot to mention something earlier, Will. Officially, John is here because he works for American Family Care. But we should mention this. He's here because he's a listener to the show and all those sorts of things. He's not here as an official spokesperson of American Family Care. Is that
yes,
correct?
that would be correct. I'm just hanging out.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
If people have complaints that they want to make about anything that John says, you send them straight to Oh Brother.
Not
send to American Family Care.
But the regular flu shot is not going to help you at all with H1N1.
Different.
Right. It's a different shot. There's different things that go into it, but it's basically if you test positive for type A flu, that's when the doctor is going to. At first, when we first the whole thing started. The CDC said, okay, if they test positive for swine A or for flu A, send it on to us, and we'll do further testing. Right. They got so overwhelmed so fast that stopped.
I heard that they just stopped testing.
Right.
For it.
So it was almost like, well, if you have swine A, you probably have, or if you have flu A, you probably have the swine flu.
And just
go ahead and get the shot.
And just for clarification's sake, flu A is just like flu. If you've got flu,
right, it's a regular old flu,
right? So then chances are good right now that you probably have swine flu.
You know, I was on the CDC site earlier today. The regular flu itself, it looks like takes over 36,000 lives a year. So the regular flu itself is very serious.
Sure.
Now the swine flu, I think, if I just heard on Fox News yesterday correctly, it's taken over 1,000 lives.
And
was that?
All right. See, this is what I'm thinking about.
Swine
the
flu, 1,000 lives.
Yeah. The regular flu kills way more people, right?
Well,
I'm not sure I understand the panic around the swine flu.
Well, because if you don't recognize that there is a difference in your symptoms, which for the most part the symptoms are the same.
It's
really just you have to go get tested, for them to, do you have regular flu or do you have
just how they're going to treat
the H1N1? Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
now here's my question, John. See what you know about this. If I have got the flu, like a lot of times I'll get the flu, for example, and I just sort of like stay home for a couple of days and that's that. But if I'm worried that I have bad case of the flu or swine flu, what can be done about that if I come to American Family Care?
You're pretty much going to get the same care as you would for the regular flu,
right?
But you want to stay inside. Obviously, to prevent that to happen in the first place, you need to wash your hands. If you sneeze, cover your mouth. I mean, it's all the things our parents taught us as we were growing up, but I've been washing my hands probably 4 times as much since all this started.
Right. And another interesting thing I heard recently, I'd never heard this until just recently, that when you sneeze, it's good to cover your nose, but not with your hands.
With your arm.
With your arm.
Right.
Cover it with your arm, because that way you're not shaking hands with people. And so that's a good thing to point out.
And if you accidentally elbow somebody as you come back down with that, that's okay.
That's right.
You didn't sneeze on them.
In American Family Care, it's not an emergency room at all. So you don't have a lot of. Do you have people coming in with like, maybe I broke my arm? Is there a lot of that kind of stuff?
We can X-ray.
Okay.
We can do X-rays. We're a fully functioning family practice.
Right.
And basically what we have right now is 22 facilities throughout Alabama. We've just opened 2 here in the last 2 weeks. One at the Grove, which still don't know why it's called the Grove, and one out in Tuscaloosa that we just opened this past week.
Where's the Grove?
The Grove is right down the street.
Other than in Ole Miss.
Oh, sure. Is that Patton Chapel?
That's the new Target. The new
super
Target.
That's right.
Off Highway 150 in Birmingham.
That's right. I did. Yeah. That's right.
I've lived here since 1984, and there was no what do you have? Peach groves.
Never heard it. Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
No groves.
Okay, so all right, so so if you get the flu, then you can come in obviously and get treatment. But the best thing is to avoid getting the flu by doing things like washing your hands routinely. What about that hand sanitizer stuff?
Hand sanitizer.
It's supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty stout. We actually we have it now in our waiting rooms, and then we've got several throughout each clinic.
My wife and I went to the grocery store earlier today, and I noticed at the grocery store, there's something to think about. They've got like little wipes you can use when you right when you walk into the grocery store. You wipe off the
this is
shopping cart.
This is something we probably should have been doing 5-10 years ago for forever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just good sanitation.
Just makes sense to do these sorts of things.
Yeah. Well, I just learned that there is an American Family Care like literally down the street from my house, and I couldn't be more excited.
That's right.
And I even called the other day because my daughter had her first fever, and she's still an infant, and they said absolutely, we bring her down here, we can take care of that.
Which location was this
one? Patton Chapel and 150.
That is
in 31. Sorry,
31. That's our original location.
Really?
Yeah. Yes, that was opened in 1982.
Wow.
So that's
I think I went there and
location.
got a mouthpiece when I played football. I don't know why.